Okay, so I got the oil mess cleaned up, and we're going to take a look now to pinpoint and see where everything's coming from. I think it's coming off of the valve covers, so got Roy into the car here. He's taking a closer look.
Did you think it was on both sides?
No, it was the driver's side.
Driver's side?
Yes.
Not do this one. Steering gearbox, the pivot shaft is definitely leaking.
Got it. So the gearbox is leaking.
Yeah, that could be fixed real easily. Okay, so far what I see is I just don't see the kind of oil leakage that you're describing. I'd actually have to have the engine running really before I could verify that the valve cover is it.
So we're going to start this thing up and take a look and see what the scoop is. Okay, I'm going to get the battery hooked up here. Yep, get that hooked up. See, I'll put it on mechanical. Got my trusty little thing here for the fuel pump. All right, so let's get this thing fired up.
Fire in the hole.
You know what? This thing usually starts immediately.
Pump the gas once. Go ahead.
It's the gas pedal it's messed up. It's not the linkage.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay. Okay, hang on just a minute.
Sure.
Let me just snug it up there so it doesn't move. Okay, now go ahead and start it.
Man, it must be retarded too much because it's been starting right up first try.
Try it again.
Okay, now I guess it gets.
See what's going to happen because of that power valve I was telling you about with the carburetor? There's one. Oh, it's feeding it too much gas. That's why. Okay. When you rev it up, keep that excess fuel out. Put in the oil and see where it's at. I'll keep it up. What?
I was gonna see if you could advance it more to keep it running.
Oh, well, the thing
It's
is,
been running really good.
the thing is because of that power valve, okay, unless we're running at a higher RPM, it's not going to be able to burn the excess fuel that's getting into the intake.
Got
it's
it.
getting past, it's going around the venturis that are measuring the fuel.
Got it. Okay.
So with that happening, if you don't raise the RPMs up enough to help burn the extra fuel that's going right into the intake manifold without going through the carburetor, it's just going to sit there and load up. That's why it's doing that. That's why you rev it up, clean it out, then all of a sudden it runs good. But if you bring the idle down or bring the RPMs down just a little bit more, it gets to that point where that excess fuel going in is overloading the engine.
Gotcha. Okay, so it looks like a lot of oil is just pouring out from the valve cover there. If you remember on one of my first videos for this Javelin, I did take the valve covers off. So obviously it didn't reseal, which I figured it probably wasn't. So I have some new cork gaskets I'm gonna put on, and we're gonna get these swapped out. All right, so we're working on getting the valve cover gaskets replaced. We got this one replaced already. That's ready to go on the driver's side. Now, there's an issue on the passenger side. Nothing major, but there's a bolt that broke off into the head, and that was already there. So we're trying to get it out. Not so successfully right now. So important thing is getting the valve cover on so we can get this thing started up again. So we're gonna leave that in there, and then when the engine heats up, we're gonna try to back it out. Gonna get the gasket on. So we're just getting some of this high-tack, this Permatex dressing on here on the gasket, so we can get it on. Okay, we got the valve cover gaskets replaced. Valve covers are on, so we're gonna get this thing started. There we go.
Yep. Keep going. Okay, hold it. Shut it off. Okay, let me turn this distributor, advance it just a little. Okay, go ahead and start it up. Let's try it again. Okay, hang on a minute. I went the wrong way. I was going to say. Hello? Are you here? Okay, go ahead.
All right, we noticed when we got the car started that the choke was staying on. So this little heat riser thingy-majiggy here was not hooked up. It's a little brass fitting coupling that goes here. I could not find anything. I went to the hardware store to see if I can find something. And what I ended up doing is just getting a piece of hose there. So sometimes you just got to think out of the box. So I got that piece of hose there. So now the choke should work and open up when the engine gets warm. So I'm gonna get it started right now. And also I ended up fixing the gasket. What had happened here is the gasket, you can see with that tab sticking out there, the gasket for the passenger side valve cover, it slipped in when we were putting it on. So that's why it was pouring oil everywhere. So I pulled the gasket out, got it aligned correctly. As you can tell by this tab here, that's showing that the gasket's aligned and lined up how it should go. So I'm gonna get this thing started and let's see how she runs and see if this choke will open up. This is getting irritating. I just need someone. I just need somebody to turn the key so I can give it some gas. So, yeah. Roy's out today, so I'm solo. I need you to turn the key for me. Go ahead. Hard. Turn it. Yeah. Turn. When it starts to start, you let go, okay? Because I can't have the starter running. Okay, go ahead, do it again. Thank you. You can hang of this thing. Finally got it at a decent idle. Sounds pretty good. Yep, sounds good. Awesome. Cool. Let me check that oil, just to double check. It should just be burning excess off. Sounds like I got a little tick, but it sounds like it's maybe an exhaust leak. Looks like something's leaking out of the head. I gotta turn this thing off, do some more investigating. Sounds good though. Sounds pretty good. All right. Cool. All right, again, got to investigate that. I don't know what was seeping down. It didn't look like it was coming out of the valve cover, but I seen something seeping. So I'm gonna have to investigate that some more and see what's going on. Looks like choke opened up, which is good. So stay tuned. Let's see what happens as I dig through this car. Like and subscribe.